And welcome, folks. I'm Tom Gravicka here, and we're going to talk a little weather information here. And your weekend is here. Let's talk about it. 91 degrees over 73 dew point at the airport, so quite muggy. That gives us a heat index in the mid to upper 90s there. A little bit of a breeze, 15 miles an hour. That actually helps us a little bit with that heat index. And going up into LaSalle Parish, of course, we're seeing some clouds like we saw on their previous tower cam. Thanks to Sinlock Broadcasting for these cams. 89 degrees over in that direction. Now let's get out there with the radar shot indicating some storms off to the west of us. Let's see if there are any alerts on that. There is a severe weather watch, several warnings back off to the southwest of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and this kind of isn't through with those folks over there. Let's look at this for our friends over there to the west and northwest side. There, we're seeing some thunderstorms, a good bit of lightning, and of course those severe weather warnings there. Severe weather watches are out also. So what is going to happen? Because as you know, this time of year, and it is the time of year for these things to get their act together and become an organized system and head this way. So let's check it out and see what might happen here in the coming days. All right, satellite and radar. Again, there was your morning complex of storms. Is pretty much dissipated. Here's a new one which is forming off to the west. So we get this cycle kind of repeating along this cold front and a dry line composite running to the south. Dry line not active just yet. It's the front dry line boundary right in the DFW area that's getting active right now. So here's a high resolution model kind of progging things out for us, indicating that, yeah, we will see maybe a little bit of action coming into our northern areas once again there as we head into the overnight time frame here. I think that would be the implication is that's the leftovers of what's happening in the Metroplex area right now that I showed you on radar, and it would come in weakened and non-severe, and so that's good news. Futurecast also indicating that we're kind of skating free the rest of the weekend here from rain and storms. Only a 10% chance in my forecast coming up in the next 7 days. In fact, here it is, folks. Here's your Memorial Day weekend, the long weekend through Monday. We've got 10% for Saturday and Sunday. The heat is on with lows in the mid 70s, highs in the low to mid 90s, and occasionally with 94, 95, that leaves room for 96 to 98 somewhere here in central Louisiana. And the humidity is going to be tougher than it typically is toward the end of May, even for central Louisiana. So that means heat indices near 100 or higher will be common during this time frame, especially those hotter days. Memorial Day may be the hottest day of all the bunch, and I got to put in a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. So once we get into next week, we see what I call kind of pesky rain chances, 30% most days. I did go 40% in the PM on Wednesday. That's still hit and miss, on the lower end of hit and miss, in fact. But it's something we can't rule out there with a daily chance of some showers and thunderstorms, a daily diet of storms, as I would say. And temperatures come down a little bit. You got a little front coming in Monday, Tuesday time frame. But even that front won't be able to stabilize things completely. So the rain chances continue with the upper level flow a little bit perturbed or disturbed, if you will. And we still have at least some humidity, warmth, and energy available for storms in that Wednesday through Friday time frame. So I got to put it in the forecast. And if you're thinking beyond this, I've got the planner for you for next weekend, starting June, the first 2 days of June, folks. Here it is. You heard it here first. Saturday and Sunday, June 1st and 2nd, 20% chance of rain. Looks like a partly cloudy day. Rain chances are lower there than they will be next week, I think, on a daily basis. Highs in the upper 80s to the lower 90s, and lows around 70 degrees, which is fairly typical. Humidity levels, I think, will be seasonable as well. And again, like I did yesterday, if you're traveling somewhere in the country, you need to be warned that there is the potential for severe weather. So through the remainder of today into early tomorrow morning, it's going to be west and north of us, so keep that in mind. And as we go into the, say, Saturday, Sunday time frame, it gets worse, folks. Perhaps an outbreak of severe weather for the southern and central plains as we move into Memorial Day and Sunday night. That moves northeastward more into the Midwest. And so if you got plans to go up in that direction, keep an eye on the weather because it could definitely be severe. In fact, I'm concerned about an outbreak this Memorial Day weekend and into maybe even Memorial Day across some parts of the country for us. So you saw the 7-day forecast and the extended planner. We're going to do okay, I think. All right, that's it. Nick Miculus will visit with you in the morning, and I'll probably have something for you tomorrow in the PM. So until then, have a blessed evening.